Good morning, everyone. Tiffany Quinn here with a new full body strength circuit for you. The focus today will be on your biceps, shoulders, quads, and thigh muscles. For reference, I'll be swapping between my 8-pound, 15-pound, and 25-pound weights today, so I'd recommend having a small variety nearby if possible. I've also decided to include 2 yoga blocks to assist with heel elevation today during our quad focus sequence. Keep in mind that the blocks are optional to use for equipment, though I would recommend them if you're having trouble increasing the depth of your squats. Elevating your heels can help shift your weight back to center, increase tension on your quads, and decrease the range of ankle flexion needed for greater squat depth. This can help you maintain form while increasing your depth during lowering, and help you achieve a greater range of motion for a more effective lift. In either case, you'll still be feeling the burn in all the right places, so let's get set up and jump right into the workout. What's up, everyone? Welcome back for our total body strength training. Now, today's workout is fairly straightforward. We have a total of 8 exercises to go through. That's 4 for the upper body and 4 for the lower body, so I do expect they'll go by quickly. And our timer will be set for 60 seconds work with a 20-second rest frame between. Now, we'll be starting our workout today off with our mobility sequence for the shoulders, the elbows, as well as the hips. That way, as we get into our biceps curls, as well as our heel elevated squats, or without the elevation, same concept, we'll be able to cover a smoother and broader range of motion, all right? So we'll be starting off with our shoulder controlled articular rotations. Before I start our timer, I'd like you to be in your neutral stance on the mat, a micro bend in the knees, core is tight, and arms straight at the sides with palms in external rotation. Just follow along with me for the rest. We're starting in 3, in 2, on 1. All right, so let's go ahead and take those palms up into adduction towards the midline, overhead into your internal rotation, extension back, really reaching that extension and your internal rotation as you come down, back into extension, external rotation as you come back overhead, into adduction, and back down. The entire way through, you're fighting for a broader range of motion, staying in your pain-free range throughout. Fight for that internal rotation, coming around, try to keep that same cadence. Back into your extension, overhead into external rotation, keep fighting for external rotation, and down. Up towards the midline. I want this a little bit slower today since we have a longer time frame to cover it. Back into your extension, back into your external rotation, lower down, and last time. Try to make this your best rep and the broadest range you can cover. Hold tension in those arms. Back into extension, back into your external rotation, keep the arms nice and straight and lower them down. We're now going to cover our elbow rotation, so what I'd like you to do here is this time, we're going to keep the arms slightly away from the waistline, starting in your external rotation, the thumbs are out. We're going to flex, internally rotate, extend, externally rotate. Flexion, internal rotation, extension, external rotation. Keep that cadence. Once again, still fighting for range here. Flexion, internally rotate, extend, externally rotate. 2 more. Extend, external rotation, flexion, internal rotation. Come down, now hold that stance there. We're going to reverse it. Coming up into flexion, external rotation, extension, internal rotation. Keep tension in those arms. Try to fight for more of a rotation into your flexion, externally rotate, extension, internally rotate. 2 more. Then we're gonna work on the hips. Last time external, last extension, and relax the tension in your arms. All right, come on down to your mat for me. We're going with our 90-90 hip fold overs with a slight tug of war. So I'd like you to start with the knees bent, feet are flat on the mat. We're going to collapse to one side, your side of choice. And now as we rotate across the other side, hands on the mat for support if you need it, you're gonna open up the right leg and try not to let that left leg follow until you can't anymore. Tug of war. There you go, nice and slow. I know it's not the prettiest exercise, but it does open things up quite nicely. And also, you don't have to bring your knee all the way to the mat. Listen to your body and what it tells you. Over to the left. Let the left leg lead. The right leg will follow when it has to. And down. Just a few more here. We're also going to work on the knee capsule today. That way, when we do go into our squats, we're still able to cover more motion, and the knees are warmed up and ready to go. Over to the left, collapse that right leg down. Let's get our last rep in there. Over to the right, nice straight body line, and come on back to center for me. All right, so what I'd like you to do here is staying seated on the mat. We're going to straighten the right leg out. The left leg, we're going to hover slightly off the mat, but we're also going to cup our hands around the knee capsule. This is going to help guide us. We want to really work through the knee joint and not through the ankle, all right? So you want to think about that shin moving. So what we're going to do is lift up. Now external rotation, toes away from the body. Extend, internally rotate, flex down, external rotation, extension, internal rotation, flex down, just like what we did with our elbows. Internally rotate, flex down, external rotation, extend. Internally rotate, flex down, external rotation, extend. Last time. Come down. Now hold your internal rotation. We reverse it once again. Extend, externally rotate, flex down, internally rotate. Extend, externally rotate, flex down, internal rotation. Keep that cadence. Keep tension in the leg. And if you need to, stare at that knee joint. Make sure you're working through it. It'll be a very small range of motion here. Extend, externally rotate, flex down, and have a moment. All right, you can relax that leg. We're gonna set up on the other side now. Same thing we just did, and then we're going into our first biceps exercise. Yay! All right, so that left leg is straight this time. The right leg is bent. Cup your hands around the knee. Hover the foot slightly. Starting off in our external rotation, extend, internal rotation, flex down. External rotation, extend, internal rotation, flex down. Stare at that knee. Make sure you're working through that joint and not through the ankle. Extend, internal rotation, flex down. It does take some practice. It feels a little awkward at first, but it does help. Come down, external rotation, extend, internal rotation, flex down. Now hold that internal rotation, reverse it, extend, external rotation, flex down, internal rotation, extend, external rotation, flex down. You got it. Still trying to increase the range of motion, staying in that pain-free range. External rotation, flex down, internal rotation, extend. Let's get one more. Last time, relax that leg down, and from here you can come up to standing. So I will be starting with my 15-pound weights today, and we're going into the workout fairly quickly in 10 seconds. So our elbows are locked to the waistline. We're holding a 90-degree angle with the arms. Shoulders rolled back and away from the ears, coming up into flexion, out and away, to the center, and back up. Let's go ahead and get started. We're coming to neutral, up, out, and back in, like you're forming a circle with those arms, keeping the elbows nice and tight. 60 seconds is a long time for curls, but I know we can do this. It's 1, 2, 3, 4, and 1, 2, 3, 4. Keep the elbows locked. You don't want to let those move. We just worked on the rotations there, so that should have helped with this a bit, warming things up. Tall and proud in the spine. Nice straight back, micro bend in those knees. Core is held tight. Let's get 3 more. Last 2. Last 1, and you can lower those down. Fabulous. All right, so only 20 seconds rest between exercises, so you'll be surprised how quickly that does go by. But what we're gonna do next is continue with our curl into our overhead Arnold press and back down. Going in 4, 3, 2, 1. Curl, Up and out, bring it in, slow to lower. Take your time today. You have a whole 60 seconds to work through these. So of course, if you'd like to bring in your heavier weights today, feel free. And we're not chasing an excessive rep count today. I want everything controlled and slowed down, strength-based tempo. 1, 2, 3, 4. It's almost relaxing in a somewhat painful way, right? Let's see if I can say shoulders. Make sure your shoulders aren't elevating up. We want to keep those away from the ears. Strong and steady, no jerky movements. Trying to keep the same pace with both arms. You're doing great. Come up, come out, bring it in, back down. Let's get one more rep here. Come down, and you can lower those weights to the sides. So next we're gonna work more on the middle delt area. So I am gonna go ahead and grab my 8-pound weights. If you have a lighter set right now, I would suggest grabbing a hold of those. Palms down for this next one. We're going into our side shoulder raises and slow to lower. In 2, in 1. I'm pretty sure you know the pace already. It's 1, 2, 3, 4. Don't allow the weights to touch your sides. And raise. 2, 3, 4. Keeping a micro bend in the elbows. Think about the muscle that you're working. Contracting through that middle deltoid. 1, 2, 3, 4. They're floating down like a feather. Raise, 2, 3, 4. And raise, 2, 3, 4. 20 seconds. I know things are lit up now, right? We're starting to feel that. Right there with you. Raise, 2, 3, 4. Just the shoulder level here. Let's get one more. Slow it down, burn that timer out for 3, 2, 1, and lower. Whew. All right, we've got one more set of those, that we are going at a faster tempo this time. We're going for endurance on this next one. So it's 1, 2, 1, 2. Again, not allowing the weights to touch your sides. Going in 4, 3, 2, 1. Lift, lower, about a quarter of the way up and back down. Facing straight ahead. 1, 2, 1, 2. This is where we get that upper body pump from, by the way. The slightly faster paced exercises, usually. 1, 2, 1, 2. Keep going. Like they're floating away. And you're not letting them drop down though, you're still controlling it. 1, 2, 1, 2. Again, keeping the shoulders rolled back and away from the ears. Yes, we got that sentence that time. I don't know why that was such a struggle earlier. 1, 2, 1, 2, 18 seconds. Stay with me, don't give up. I want you to make it through this whole 60 seconds. I know that you can. Last 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Burn that timer out for 2, for 1, and lower those weights down. All right, straight into our lower body portion of the workout now. We're going straight into quads here with our heel elevated squats. Now, of course, you don't have to use the elevation here. If you'd like, you can also use the head or the handle of the dumbbells to elevate on. Take your time getting into the next position. I know we have a limited time frame here. We're coming up. Grab a hold of one of your heavier weights for me and into your narrow squat and raise. Keeping the elbows behind the knees here. Knees are in line with your hips. Slowly lower and back up. Try to fight for that depth here. Facing straight ahead, no forward lean with the torso. We want a nice straight back. And up. And up. Now, of course, this does help us with our center of gravity as we use heel elevation here. Slowly lower and bring yourself up. Try to get a little bit deeper with that squat for me. Fighting through the quads. Last time. Lift it up and bring that weight to the side. Our next set will be body weight only, same exact exercise. You can also use both heels on one block. Find what works best for you. Or even a slightly wider stance if you prefer. All right, in 2, in 1, slowly down. And try not to come up all the way here. I want you to come about 3/4 of the way up. Facing straight ahead. Again, keep that core nice and tight. Try to fight for hip flexion here. Keeping your torso behind the knees. 3/4 up. Keep tension on your quads. Only 2 more exercises for our workout today. I will say not the easiest lineup. Straightforward, not easy. And raise. Whew. At your own pace here. Make this one your own. Last 3. 2 more. Last time. Lift up. Shake those legs out. Straight into our curtsy lunges. Static curtsy lunges. So we're going to grab a hold of one of our heavier weights, placed on the shoulder of the working side or at the side. Take your time getting into position. One side followed by the other. In 2, in 1. That back leg crosses over. Find your balance and go into that lunge. Trying to keep both of your hips forward facing here. Don't allow that front heel to lift. Try to increase the depth with every rep. And fight through it. Bending through the knee and the hip. Just stay focused. Incredible job. Those of you on the YouTube, you have one more side to cover with me, and then I'm setting you free. And up. If you can, give that mat a tap with the knee. Nice and gentle. Last 3. Whew. Last 2. One more. Lift up. Finish that last rep and have a moment. Okay, we have our other side to go over to now. In 10 seconds. Just take a breather. Allow that oxygen to come back to your muscles. Go ahead and get set up for me. In 3, 2, 1. Find the balance first and then come down. Curtsy lunges always get me a bit nervous because the balance is tricky. And one side for me tends to function a bit better than the other. They're different widths apart anytime I go from the left to the right, which is perfectly normal. We all have slight variations. It's just finding a stance that works best for you. We have 30 seconds. Power through. Again, facing straight ahead. Both hips are forward, right? 15 seconds. Fight through for 4, for 3. Can we get 2 more? You know we can. Last one. Lift it up. Finish that last rep and take your breather. All right, everyone on the YouTube, thanks for joining me today. Now, I know I was not my strongest today, but I got through it, which means that you can get through it. So if you're here right now with me, I just want to say congratulations. An excellent job getting through your workout today. I know that was not an easy one, especially on the days that were low energy, all right? Make sure you're getting enough sleep, getting enough food, and of course, if it is around that time of month, like it is for me, coming soon to a third year near you, then things do get harder. It does mess with us. We're not men, you know, we don't have testosterone driving us every day. Things do change, they fluctuate, and we do have to work around that and monitor our own intensity, which is something I was saying in our last workout. All right, everyone, tomorrow you've got your 10 times 10 single leg deadlift hamstrings challenge. I'm gonna love this one, I already know it, but I can't wait to see you for it. Have an amazing, powerful, strong, and confident day. Thanks for joining me, everyone. Peace.